Vieira. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cleared without complication.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's burst through! Platini. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Lovely pass, but can he get... Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times.
There's the shot! And it's in! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Galatasaray clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He is through here. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure delivers. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now the breakaway. Serginho. Great vision. Thuram cuts it out. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Mbappe. Over to the left. Hangs one in.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Platini. Bale. Neymar has created one goal already. Well, that is one way to stop him. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He won't be happy with that one. Yaya Toure. That is good alertness. And it's Neymar. And he's there to make the challenge.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Costa Curta. Yaya Toure. And it's Neymar. Platini.
There they go, hunting it.
And he's picked out the run. Talisca. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rijkaard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is...
Rummenigge! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Borussia Dortmund are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Just 5 minutes left. Ibrahimovic demonstrating his defensive quality there. Looking for options for movement.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Neymar. Talisca. Out to the right.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Galatasaray are looking to break at pace. 2 minutes to be added on. Ibrahimovic charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that is as far as it goes. Borussia Dortmund can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
This guy, Lorenzo Insigne, is a very fine player, Peter.
Certainly had his fair share of plaudits lately.
And he's deserved them all. He's so prolific on that left wing. And while he does have the vision and intelligence to play in other attacking positions, it's out wide where he feels most at home. His pace, his agility, and his ability to cut in are some of his greatest strengths.
Bale. Played in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nicked it back promptly. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Torres. Oh, good spread. Serginho. Serginho. Bale in acres of space out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And he's managed to shoot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Serginho. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very...
Oh no, this does not look good. Costa Corta. And it's Serginho. Now Mbappe. First quarter of an hour gone. Borussia Dortmund are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Gullit. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Yaya Toure. Mbappe. Now it's Rafinha. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's let fly! Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a...
He's through, it's 1-0, shot a goal! Xavi Alonso. Toure cuts it out. Now it's Bale. It'll be a throw-in. Jamaica look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Tries to play it through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Talisca calmly anticipates. Looking for the run. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a good ball out wide. Tries to pass it through. Well, played right into his path. He rises! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Aimed beyond the defence. Serginho gets into some space. And that's gone route one. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Serginho really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. Lorenzo Insigne. And the counter is on.
There will be 1 minute.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Lorenzo Insigne. And he's made sure that's not getting through. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Soulé. Soulé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, cracking ball. And it's Xabi Alonso. Rafinha. Can he get it through? Oh, delightful ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha ploughing through the middle. Borussia Dortmund have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Corner number 3 coming up. That is great defending, so alert. He's gone for goal! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Sanchez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Borussia Dortmund get their 4th corner. That's a decent clearance. Sanchez. Serginho. Soulé. Soulé proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Has a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! That's a half-decent try.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that. We're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Substitution for Jamaica. Number 27.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Spread it left. Well, that's well seen too.
Substitutions
Great
taking
vision.
place.
And the shot! Oh, taken with style. Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And here's Haaland. Neymar purring through the gears.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's done very well. And the shot! No mistake! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Bale is sharing after that one. He's in space and looking for options. And he's managed to get rid. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And the keeper beats it away. Nicely spread. And there's his chance to lead the counter. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's come to nothing. Not the most accurate pass. Serginho, he's got away. Oh, important interception. Paz, that's a lovely, neat pass. Over to the left. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
No goals as yet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Paz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Shifted it to the flank. Crosses it in. Oh, what has happened here? Serginho. Now it's Bale. Can he get it through? Bale has it out wide and in space. Otto receives it in a good goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Quick look, then plays it in.
Well, that kind of touch usually leads to a mouthful from several angles.
Stood up well to him there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Otto.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Kostic. Oh, it's Van Basten. That's a shade optimistic. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Bale. That is good strength. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Played into the box. Ekitike. Spread it left. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pass is just off target.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Alexander-Arnold. Played in deep. He's got tall. No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Ekitike. Half-time getting close now. And he's whipped it across. Khan deals with that nice and simple. Great vision. That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. Swings it across. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Paz. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well timed, excellent interception.
There will
It's
be
a
1
smartly
minute at a
directed
time.
ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of
We are
football,
glad to
plenty
inform
of
you
signs
that
that
today's
both
match
managers
day
can take
programs are
a lot of
available from
encouragement
stands
from.
located by
I would
the
say the
gates.
mood is
I'm
neither
sure they will
overly
make
negative
fine
nor
souvenirs.
positive. You still have to
Substitution on the
approach this
field.
like it's
Number
0-0.
22,
Borussia
Ekitike.
Dortmund are in a
Coming on to
pretty
replace
decent
him
position
is
after 45
number
minutes.
20.
1-0 to the good. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Borussia Dortmund really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
No, again, there's no way through. Sanchez. Paz. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Spread out to the left. Threads one in. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Oh, no circumventing this opponent. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Van Basten. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Aubameyang shoots! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Borussia Dortmund are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Paz concedes a free kick for that. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's made its way to him. Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Bale proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now, can they get him away? That looks a good ball through. It's a threatening ball. Real chance!
Borussia Dortmund are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Pinches it off him, tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That has been knocked clear. Kostic.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Talisca. And he's been shifted off it. Burkhardt. This looks promising. Out to the left it goes. Cross flung, climbs up big! No mistake! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Burkhardt demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Van der Ven.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
On the field. Number 11.
More and more pressure on the ball here.
Number 4. Guardian. Number 14.
And it's Bale.
Bernardo Silva. Number 13.
Odo.
Substitutions.
Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. A lot of space ahead of him.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And this is Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a mighty effort. It's in. There seemed no way back, but they are level. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. The final 5 minutes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Goes for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Raul. Mbappe.
4 added minutes has
Cracking
been
ball.
indicated.
He has found the way through. Torreira. He's found the way through. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And that will be the final act. Borussia Dortmund pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter.